right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Thank you to Louvu there for the tackle.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, Hurts. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Slot man motioned over. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go.
They've got a man in motion. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Brought in right side. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Again, Daniels to the air. He'll get this to Samuel. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. Running back sent in motion left. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now Daniels off the play action. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Hurts. He's on the move. He's keeping it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
73.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this will be his first effort of the... Oh, and it's a fake. Punter with the football. Wait for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Try to throw a pass, and it sure blew up in their face.
Daniels on first down. It's taken in by Eckler. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Well done.
Hurts now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And that one's caught along the left sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running back sent in motion. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Taken in by Smith. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch it. No touch.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles, who have 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Great, set.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Headed out right. Goddard makes the catch. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Keely Ringo making the play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's on the move. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forced out to his right. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniels now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Again, Daniels to the air. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's caught at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
This is Eckler on second. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Man in motion here. Third and short, Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He throws a bullet deep to the right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Great, set. Well done.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And they send a man in motion. They'll try again with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's caught. Eckler. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
At the 60, at the 60. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round match. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, it's Daniels. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're now set for first and 10. From the red zone now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. This throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They've got a man in motion. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Has it in close. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Going for it, it's Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Sending them up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game.
Eagles 26.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Great, set. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Jump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
No touch. No touch.
Running left, this is Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Great, set. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Looking for a... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down, a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go. Three. 19 Lions.
Trying again, following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they said catch. Great play. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Commanders needing 4 points. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
69.
From the 47. Buys. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Final timeout taken by the Commanders, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. To throw. Nams along that sideline. Samuel. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. So you gotta be smart. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. It's taken in by Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Back to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes off the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
36, Eagles 33.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Eagles take over first and 10 on their own 29-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Setting up to pass. Flush down out to his left. Completed left side to Smith. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's first and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Daniels to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big game downfield. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. They're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the back.